welcome back to another video. We have got the 5th gen in the shop today. Today we are doing our first aftermarket upgrade to the 5th gen. This thing is completely bone stock. I think it's honestly the longest I've ever left a truck completely stock. But today we're gonna get into our first modification. Before we get into that and let you guys know what it is, we need to change the oil because this thing is due for some service. Not the main point of the video, but I will say, you know, of course, Team AMSOIL all the way. We got to keep those crappy hydraulic lifters happy. I would like to change that in this truck eventually, but for now, we'll let things be. But oil change is definitely very important to keeping these 5th gen engines happy and alive. Drain first aftermarket modification to the 5th gen is gonna be Fleece Performance's new underbed fuel filter kit here. We do need to change our fuel filters, kind of a maintenance day, but that would be too boring. We gotta spice it up. We need to improve on factory parts. And this is definitely a big one. So, underbed fuel filter kit here. The factory one is plastic. Of course, as you guys know, Fleece Performance, made in the USA, billet aluminum base, really, really nice. The biggest part about this kit that is an upgrade is these filters. And again, depending on where you get them from, most people, if you get them online, you may be ahead of the game, but most people just run to the store because they forget them. Those things are really expensive. This filter right here, 20 bucks for this Donaldson spin-on filter. So it is definitely, over the course of the life of the truck, going to be a much nicer, cheaper filter option instead of the cartridge filter. So 100% plug and play. You guys know how Fleece does. Nothing but the best. Super, super nice kit. Water and fuel sensor works. Everything hooks up to your factory lines. No cutting, no nothing, no nonsense. Spin-on filter. Much better option. Really nice fuel filter. Same filtration as the factory. Fleece does an insanely good job in the research part of the fuel filter. So they're not just slapping on any fuel filter. This fuel filter is 100% going to be exactly what the truck calls for, requires, and is just as good as any factory filter. You guys have seen us install a lot of other fuel filter kits, but here is the rest of the goodies. Extension harness, bolts, absolutely everything you need. That way you're not searching around, digging around, trying to find something. Part number, one more time, we're gonna go ahead and start installing this thing, 19 to 24. Doesn't matter what kind of diesel truck you have, guys over at Fleece have you covered. Filtration, turbos, they got you covered. They're our boys, go check them out, but save you some dollar bills and get away from those filters.
I think it just pulls out.
Yeah. If it doesn't, it's broken. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I think I just had the locking tab like a little
bit down.
Like a little off-centered.
Yeah.
So disregard the heavy breathing. I think you just pull the locking tab and then just kind of wiggle it. But I was scared to jiggle it too hard, you know?
With the old plastic crappy nonsense.
All right, one quick look here before we go ahead and install the new fuel filter base here. Here's the factory plastic junk with an expensive filter. We've got Fleece's new under the bed filter kit here. Water and fuel hookups here. Again, factory quick connects. They're gonna plug right into the factory lines. Additional heater option, which is gonna be coming out real soon. If you guys are in cold climates, they're gonna have a available option to put a heater in this fuel filter as well. So again, plug and play. We're gonna grab these two bolts, pop this bad boy in there, and we will be good to go.
All right. Feel good about that.
That was a good click.
Oh gosh. Yep. How did I know it?
Hey man, there's fuel in that.
Wouldn't be a fuel filter change without getting a little on you for lunch. Okay, so on the bigger fuel line, here's your locking tab. This, I guess in my opinion, would need to come all the way out. We slid it halfway out, and it's got these little locking tangs, which really like hold it in place. So I did have to use a little bit of force to try to pull this completely out, but honestly, that's probably the hardest part about this job. This is just a new style lock. So we pulled the tab completely out to get the fuel line on. Torque to spec. Beep. Click, click. Make sure that they're tight enough to withstand the current highway road conditions, which are
incredible.
Questionable at best.
No, dude.
All right. We are good to go. Now we have to change the one underneath the engine. First mod done.
She looking good.
Stickers worth at least 100 horse for fleece ones.
Is that a full install? Just gotta change some oil, huh?
Gotta finish changing the Earl. It's a wrap on fuel filters. Maintenance, yay. Like, I don't know what people do with soft hands, because you gotta do all this one-handed.
Well, I'll tell you. As lead soft
I left that open-ended, and you didn't have to jump on that.
no, as lead soft hand engineer, you struggle. That's how you do it.
That's a good Instagram bio.
Now, how do you unscrew and screw in at the same time?
One-handed. You see how I'm fishing this filter up one-handed.
Wow. I can't see anything, to be honest.
All right.
I mean, even if I look in here, there's just too much junk in the way.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Super important stuff that we all love.
We are just about wrapped up. One of the last final things that we need to do is cycle the key a few times to get the fuel pump running, just to get some fuel running through those fuel filters. If you guys didn't know, you just click it to run. It will cycle your fuel pump for a couple seconds, and you'll be able to hear it kick off. And you just want to do that a few times. That way get some fuel going through those fuel filters. It's kind of funny too, you can actually hear the pump change tones because you can tell that it's trying to go through filters that have no fuel in them. I know, that dinging is quite annoying. Alright guys, well that is pretty much going to wrap up this video. Nothing crazy, just some maintenance, but a product that should help you guys save some money and upgrade your ride. So fuel filters are done. Like I mentioned, they have not completed the under hood fuel filter kit. They normally will have both the underbed and the under hood. We're still working on it, but 3rd gen, 4th gen, that stuff is all available. So at least you guys can save at least on one of the filters. So got that installed, all good there. Changed the oil, of course, AMSOIL in everything, daily drivers to the race trucks, AMSOIL in everything. And we also run their oil filters as well, and there's the part number for that. I'm sure one of the biggest questions is gonna be why we have left the truck in this state this long. It's not very like me to not have torn this thing completely apart already, and the answer is coming very, very soon, guys. Trust me when I tell you, we have got huge plans coming for this, but they all hinge off of one thing, which you guys will find out soon enough. But plenty of big changes coming for the 5th gen. Don't you worry. It's not gonna stay like this very much longer. Very much longer. Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.